Oh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Unbelievable. Times like this, I need some music. Make me feel better about the situation. It's times like this. Oh boy, this is a time where you need to remind yourself that you should not panic. When you lose, I don't know, or you're down like $9,000 on a trade, you want to listen to this song.
You know what it is? Rich TV Live. Ill Kid. Cloud Ninja on the beat. Don't panic, you rookies that don't manage. You looking at all the candles, it's a ride and we off the handles. It's the heat, cause we bringing all the kitchens out. Oven mitts for little kids, what you bitching about? Pockets when they tingling, money stay mingling. I'm just getting started, yeah, I'm trying to get the swing of things. You love the green, but you hate the red. It's like you love the sex, but you hate the head. There's no difference, I finish all the dinners. That mean I'm taking your place, it's no mistake that you are beginners. You miss me, rinse and repeat. It's Rich TV, you miss me, I'm the one, Jet Li. It's time that we get popping out. I ain't never stopping now. You would think I'm floating in the open way I cop a cloud. You should even shop around. You should buy a pair of boots. Hater, this my stomping ground. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough?
It's a buying day.
Just sit back and
not a
watch
selling
the
day.
show.
It's a buying day. You gotta be strong. Don't panic.
Market makers are heartbreakers, the
Don't
soft
panic.
stages. Bring the heat with Kenny just like it's Las Vegas.
Don't
You hard
panic,
haters
man.
are all fakers. I mob like don't call you on another song. I don't pause, baby. I don't panic. I just mix it up like Shaka Khan.
No need to
Chicken on the
panic.
sides like a soccer mom. And when it's on, I transform like Decepticon. I can tell your whole future looking at the devil's palm. You're too weak, bro. Cause you looking at a 52-week low. These are opportunities to seize, yo. No peace, though. I don't cheat. I just move when I cruise to the G code.
I'm
Put
so
the spit in. Stop
choked.
it if you have to. This is mathematics for Axel to. Rich TV live.
So choked.
He'll teach you how to buy low and to sell high. Yeah. I get money cause it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, I get money cause it's all sweet. Yeah, you looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you
Smash
spend
that
all
like,
your
man.
dough?
Let's go. We're live in the middle of a murky crash. Let's go.
Don't panic, don't panic. Something has to be done.
I told you guys, if shit goes wrong, I'll pull up.
What I paid you for. What can I do? Litigation it is. Get the wheels. Okay. Quickly.
So I'm gonna tell you guys my fear with Seniva, okay? There's a lot of people out there just like me that lost money on Seniva. Now, I didn't sell, so technically I haven't lost anything. But there's a lot of people that probably sold and are thinking, oh, this is going to go lower on this news. Let me get, my money out before it goes lower. That's a way to look at it. And a lot of people are going to do that. And my fear now is that those people are going to put together a lawsuit. Now, I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope, Seniva, you guys can fix this. But honestly, to put out a press release and say that you're going to do something and then retract it with a press release, oh, it's weak. It's so weak. And I don't want to say it, but it's weak, man. It's so weak. And then to say you're going to go and do X amount of revenue of 55 to 60 million and then retract it with a press release, that's weak, man. That's weak. So when I start reading articles and I see big guys that have clout, that have opinions, and they're saying this is weak, what do you want me to tell you guys? Like, what do you want me to tell you guys? Like, I just want to tell you guys the truth. Like, I feel like shit about my buy of Seniva. I feel more shitty about the fact that I was up on it. I could have sold for almost $4,000 profit. And then I didn't because I believe that this company was going in the right direction. I believe that they checked every single box until yesterday when they decided to put out a press release saying that they are going to delay their construction of their glass greenhouse until early 2020, and that they're not going to hit their revenue targets of 55 to 60 million. Cureleaf, that's right, Michael. Cureleaf has class action lawsuits. CanTrust has class action lawsuits. I don't want to create one, but Seniva, guys, seriously, do you guys understand what you guys are doing out there? You guys put this press release out. Like, what are you trying to do to us shareholders, man? Is this a buying opportunity? Is this a blessing in disguise? Thank you guys for the 15 likes, but we got 57 people. Could we get 57 likes? Let's just enjoy each other's company as we talk about the fact that this market is crashing, which is creating a buying opportunity for all of us. We know the resurrection's coming. We know it's going to get bigger. Okay, so let's say hi to everyone that's here. We've got Kelvin, we've got Matt, we've got Chris, we've got Infinite Possibilities, Chris Deering, Gus. How you doing? How you guys doing? Chris Seafried says that was one short resurrection. Well, that was just a one day. I told you it was an appetizer. Never told you that was the resurrection. I said this is simply an appetizer. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. This is not the resurrection. I said the resurrection's coming, and it is. You can book it. The reality is these companies are growing. Shitheads, that's an interesting name, says, how much cash is Zena burning? I wouldn't use the word burning. I would use the word investing. I think Zena is using their cash to invest and grow to become one of the top 5 Canadian LPs. And I think they showed that with their revenue growth. Now 25 million in revenue for the quarter. So it's a baby, guys. Remember, this is just a baby. This is 8 months old, and it just showed 25 million in revenue. Last quarter, it showed 11 million in revenue. So the revenue is clearly growing exponentially, and I believe that that will continue quarter over quarter with Zenabis. Michael York says Acreage stellar earnings down 10%. And I believe that that's a buying opportunity for Acreage. I believe that this is an early Christmas gift for all of us. We get Christmas gifts in September and in August and in July and in June in the cannabis sector. And this is the most exciting sector in the world. That's why it's the most volatile sector in the world. It has the most short traders investing. It has the most speculators investing in it. It has the most cannabis enthusiasts investing into it. And more people will continue to get into this sector because it's a sector that everybody knows is growing. Everybody knows the sector is going to keep growing. Chris Deering says, sold my Zena for a profit, sitting cash now. Hey, smart, cash is king. Ivan Diesel says, Seniva suck. Yeah, I'm not very happy about my 10,000 shares of Seniva, which right now at $2.32 doesn't look like a very good investment. But I think long-term, when you think about the potential for Seniva to be the canopy of California, I think if I'm patient, I will see returns on my investment. And I don't think it's going to take too long. Mentor Me says, hey, Rich, it's okay. We are prepared for the bumps in the road. And like I said, there's 2 options here for anyone holding Seniva. In my opinion, you can either wait until it goes back up, or you can buy more and lower your cost. Now, if you're looking to buy more, which is my preferred option, because I want more shares, I would look for the bottom. And I don't think you can find a bottom in one day with a situation like this. You need to see how it's going to shake out. Mark Pepper says, hi, Rich. People don't panic. The resurrection is coming. Yeah, we're still in August. We're still in the summer. So we have to anticipate that things could get worse before they get better. And They definitely did today. Shelby says, I had to go distract myself with other activities. Not happy about Seniva. I am long, see the opportunity, but there's no way the price drops that quick overnight without insider knowledge first. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. Chris Deering says, buying opportunity for Seniva. Infinite Possibility says, don't worry, Rich. The comeback will be epic. Oh, I know it will. You know, I have to keep reminding myself, Seniva was at $5 in May. Seniva was at $5 in May. So as a cannabis enthusiast, I've been through the ups and the downs in the sector for 2.5 years. And this is just like another day in the cannabis sector. Infinite Possibility says, don't panic sell. Well, that's what the market makers want you to do. Kyo Cushion Trader says, fed up with the crash and the scandal. WTF. Yeah, I mean, that is what is scaring people away. That's why I'm going to stay here. That's the opportunity for us. That's the opportunity for us to dominate and own this sector, which is what we're going to do. And we're going to know every single move that every single stock makes. And if next time we need to short Seniva because Seniva is got some bad news, then we know what the move is. I mean, that's what this is. We have to be smart. We have to use all of our tools and we have to make money in this sector. And if it means we have to short stocks when they have bad news, then we should be shorting instead of buying. Now, we already own that stock. The only thing we can do is wait or buy more. That's all you can do. At the end of the day, as long as Seniva's revenues keep growing, the stock's going to go back up. We've already seen that with companies like Canopy Growth, GW Pharma, Tilray, IIPR. They're all trading much higher. CWeb. So we've seen that already in the sector, and I believe we will continue to see that. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing? Nicole says it is just one day. That's true. It is. Hey, how you doing, Richard? Infinite Possibility says the down days are hard to get through. They are. That's why I always say that the stock market is not for the faint of heart. Isaiah says, what should we buy today? Well, everything's on sale. So I would start with the best top 5 sales revenue generators in Canada and the United States and go from there. That's how I would do it if you're looking to invest in the cannabis sector. Chris Deering says, you know, Isaiah, I'm going to make you a moderator. And Infinite Possibilities, I'm going to make you a moderator. I like you guys. So I'm going to add you guys as moderators. Chris Deering says, Zena is strong. They are a great company, not going to have any lawsuits. Veteran operated. You know what? I never want to say they're never going to have any lawsuits because you just don't know. I would have thought that Seniva never would have had any lawsuits. So I'm kind of disturbed by the whole thing, to be honest with you. I don't feel good about it. It hurts as an investor. And I'm sure there's some of you out there that have Seniva that got hurt today too. And it sucks. It really does. So I need time to digest the whole situation. Michael York says so many of these companies have write-downs to deal with. Yeah, and they'll continue because they need to raise capital. But that's because they're growing. And that also shows that the companies are willing to invest in them. But the thing is, I think it's good to see that companies are actually starting to show revenue because now they're showing what is the way of the future for these companies. If they want to grow their share price, they're going to have to show revenue. That's what it is. Infinite Possibilities says Jim Cramer just said that cannabis stocks are hot. Yeah, because he knows that the resurrection is coming. Ahmed Murad says 1,650 shares of ACB at 10.04. I'm down, obviously, and so close, and was so close to selling today. Yeah, I wouldn't sell for a loss. You'll be back at $10 on Aurora if you're patient. Veteran and Humble Analysis says, buy the dip today, Canopy earnings tonight. And today is the 1-year anniversary of Canopy 5 billion announcement. I like the way you're thinking, Veteran and Humble Analysis. All the smart money is thinking the same way. When things are down, that's when you're buying. Ahmed Murad is saying, think it might go down more after Canopy reports. Don't know how long I can be patient. Well, I think there's a lot of people doing what you're doing, and that's why the market is going down. Clearly, people are selling in a panic. I won't do it. I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and I've seen that the market goes up and it goes down. And every time it's gone up, I've sold and I've made money. And every time it's gone down and I've sold, the stocks go back up. So that's why I told you guys invest in the best. Because if you invest in the best, these stocks are very forgiving. If you invest in Canopy Growth, they're very forgiving. If you invest in Aurora Cannabis, they're very forgiving. What I mean is they'll go down, but they will also go up. If you invest in Afria, it's very forgiving. It goes down, but then it goes up. They come down from their lows and they come down from their highs. If you watch them, there's very few of these stocks that are trading at 52-week highs. They bounce up from their 52-week high to their 52-week low, from the 52-week low to the 52-week high. This is what they do. And as an investor, what you have to understand is you have to learn the patterns, and you have to realize that there's no reason to panic. When these days happen, these are the days for you to buy. And then look at the best, look at the price, and then pick it up. And then when the news turns around the next day and everyone forgets about today because it's just August 14th, 2019, and tomorrow everyone's going to forget about August 14th. That's just the way it goes. And that's the market. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. If this becomes the lowest low of 2019, this will just be a day on a chart. There might be days that go even lower. But I guarantee you there's going to be days that are going to go higher because we are right now at a 52-week low. We've created a new 52-week low today. So if we created a new 52-week low today, there's a very good chance between now and the end of 2019 that we will see the price go higher. And as a trader, you have to realize that these are really the best opportunities disguised in blood. It's what it is. They're opportunities disguised in blood. Infinite Possibility says, stock life, it's not for everyone. Well, that's true, for sure. Rob Cha says, hi, Rich. Do you own Seniva? Yes, I do. 10,000 shares. Says, hey, Rich, I bought yesterday 400 shares of Seniva at 204. I am down now. Yeah, I bet. Floyd in Cali says, what's up, Rich? How you doing, Floyd? I'm feeling pretty shitty today. Feeling pretty red today. Veteran and Humble Analysis says, I don't think it will go down because the other reports did not include the Ontario stores that opened in April. Isaiah says, thanks. Kyle Kushin Trader says, don't sell any stocks, guys. In the long term, we will have golden balls. We need to be patient. We are sitting on a gold mine. Trust me. Of course we are. Imagine the first people who invested in alcohol. Imagine the first people who invested in gold. Imagine the first people who invested in oil and gas. Imagine the first people who invested in anything that became big. They all owning their own islands now. So we're the first to invest in the cannabis sector. There's going to be ups and downs, but the ups are going to be tremendous. It's going to be life-changing. It's going to be, villas and planes and trains and cars, and that's what this is about. That's why we do this, because we understand what's coming. And it's already been that for a lot of people. Bruce Linton is one of the first billionaires in the cannabis sector. That is a known billionaire. That's a public billionaire, who's gone to overnight almost billionaire, and everything he touches turns to gold, and pretty much a celebrity for the cannabis sector. He gets fired by Canopy Growth. And since he got fired from Canopy Growth, it started this vicious cycle where this entire sector went red. Chris says, smash that like button. I agree. 77 people watching, 29 likes. Thank you guys for the 29 likes, but we need to get that higher. Let's get that higher. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining me. We are live and we are looking at this red market. Everything is red. Not excited today. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to sugarcoat it. Kind of disappointed. I don't really care about the fact that the market's down 3%. It's the fact that Seniva just bailed on their shareholders, essentially, with that press release and didn't really give us any chance to be prepared for this. Did it after market. So I don't understand it. Why wouldn't you just put that out there during market hours so we could have had the opportunity to protect our equity? Like, why did you have to go and put that out during after market? I mean, now I've got Seniva at $1.18. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. These decisions that some of these companies make. It's like, why would you make that decision? I just can't understand it. I don't understand it. Zenabis puts out big news. They're at $1.48, up 2.78%. One of the few companies in the green today on a day filled with red everywhere, led by Seniva. Once again, putting out news saying that they're not going to reach their financial estimates and they're not going to be able to get their plant built in time. And the stock goes down 41%. And then Zenabis reports 25 million in revenue and huge growth. And they are one of the top 5 producers in Canada right now, even though they're only 8 months old since the RTO. And stock's up only 2% on a red day. So, I mean, like, that's why these markets are so crazy. That's why these markets are so volatile. This is a crazy sector. There's people that have turned into millionaires overnight. There's people that have turned into billionaires. There's people that have lost money. The key is to stay patient and to find a way to make money and to be a part of this sector yourself. Whether you're growing, whether you're investing, whether you're a director in a public company, whether you're a CEO of a public company, whether you're in the CBD space, there's so much opportunity in this sector. And I'm just looking at the news on Zenabis here. Key production metrics for Zenabis. During the 3 months ended June 30th, 2019, Zenabis cultivated 2,473 kgs of dried cannabis, outperforming original design capacity by 35% and exceeding the company's 1,770 kg forecast by 40%. Bang. As a result of the consistent cultivation outperformance at Zenabis Alphaville, Zenabis has revised its annual production capacity estimate for Zenabis Alphaville to 46,300 kgs from 34,300 kgs of dried cannabis, increasing Zenabis' total licensed cultivation capacity to 54,000 kgs of dried cannabis from 42,800 kgs. During the 3 months ended June 30th, 2019, Zenabis indoor cost of cultivation was $78 per gram at Zenabis Alphaville. As a result, Zenabis has revised its cultivation cost estimate for Zenabis Langley from 75 cents per gram to 50 cents per gram, making them one of the lowest cost per grams in the entire world. That's right. This is an amazing news release for me. Regardless of what the stock is doing, this is an amazing news release for me. Zenabis remains on track to achieve an annual cannabis cultivation capacity of 143,200 kgs under its current capital program. Wow. This is nuts. This is nuts. So nuts. So big. Like, regardless of the price, guys, do you guys understand what we're seeing here? Oh, so what? Kramer saying a rally's coming? Isn't that funny? Kramer saying a rally's coming. Ha 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 ha. Let's play some music, man. Let's play some music. I've been on the beach. I've been getting a tan. I've been getting sun. I've been on the beach. I've just been chilling, man. Like this show, this is just a show for me. This is entertainment. This is pure entertainment. It didn't feel good. It wasn't fun entertainment. It was more like a nightmare when Seniva put out that news yesterday. But at the end of the day, this is still crazy entertainment. I'm going to put out another prediction. We will see an epic resurrection. It's not just Kramer who thinks we will see a resurrection. Your boy has told you we will see a resurrection. Listen to the words.
The lawyers, they're trying to put lawsuits on these companies. Meanwhile, what they're trying
to do
Kramer. Is create a distraction so we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth. This is your boy Rich.
Yeah, no panic selling, man. Don't panic sell. I'm not gonna panic sell, man. Come on. Yo, thanks, Randy. Respect. Dixie has been on fire. Dixie's on a full alert.
Cannabis for you and me and all the nations. So all my brothers and all my sisters, go on and light it up. Go on and take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of blood. But don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers. But I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get him for a piece of it. Because they know the medication won't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition. And now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no not gonna stop it because we on a mission. Teach the people they spreading lies, it's a contradiction. You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada and the United States that are revenue generating. Invest in the best because the best is blessed. This is your boy Rich. We're out. I'm winning and I'm watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. Get ready for the resurrection. I'm up. I'm talking Jordan Belfort. Let's open up scenarios. Over Wall Street, and I ain't talking about the cabrios. The man predicted markets. He knew it was going to explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew to crash your homes. Oh, yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of bitcoins. That's a big short. Stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pot, no lie. I need a big fork. I know about the tactics. The shorters making money off the people's back is horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids. And that is what the herb is for. Helping people feed the poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past year we can't forget. It's time to grow, and you know we getting out of debt. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. Oh, we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks? And will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's true.
So I'm going to read to you guys a little bit more about Zenabis, because I just think that this is crazy. how can T God, who makes 2 million, be trading at $3? And Zenabis, who makes 25 million, is trading at $1.48. How does that make any sense? Let me read this. Like, I'm gonna explain to you how big Zenabis is gonna be here, okay? They just said that they're gonna do 143,000 kgs. They just reported 25 million. Of that 25 million, 18 million was from plants propagation. Only 7 was from cannabis. They only sold, look, they only sold 2,473 kgs. What's the increase? Let's do the math here. What's the increase? 143 divided by 2, 70 times. So let's just say even 60 times. That means that their revenue is going to grow by 60 times. If they're making 7 million, let's add that times 60 times. So times 10 times would be 70 million. Times that by 6, $420 million. So essentially what they're saying is by the end of this year, they'll be able to increase from 2,473 kgs to 143,000 kgs. Do you see what the difference is in their revenue growth? So it might take a few quarters for that to show, but when it does, it's going to be exponential. Let's see what the CEO had to say. We executed at or above plan in the second quarter, and in doing so, continued to make significant progress towards our goal of becoming one of the largest licensed producers of medical and adult use recreational cannabis in Canada, said Andrew Grieve, Chief Executive Officer of Zenabis. Notably, the build-out and completion of our growing facilities has progressed generally on time and on budget. The completion of Zenabis Alphaville and Zenabis Langley Site A, Part 1, helped us increase our licensed annual production capacity from 10,200 kgs of dried cannabis as of March 31st, 2019 to 54,000 kgs of dried cannabis today. We are on track to achieve our new target of 143,200 kgs of annual cannabis cultivation capacity under our existing capital program. So we're talking about growth in revenue in cannabis sales from 7 million to potentially 400 million. Like, this is epic. Do you guys understand what we have here? The opportunity we have here? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe what is happening right now in the markets. I think it's just crazy. We achieved meaningful growing process efficiencies during the quarter, such that our dried cannabis output outperformed original design capacity by 35%, continued Mr. Grieve. Our strength on cultivation front has given us the confidence to raise our cultivation capacity estimate for Zenabis Alphaville by 12,000 kgs per year, from 34,300 kgs to 46,300 kgs of dried cannabis. We expect our performance ratio in July to exceed 10% of our amended Zenabis Alphaville design capacity, more than 40% over original design capacity based on preliminary results. Commenting on Zenabis's revenue growth expectations for the remainder of 2019, Mr. Grieve said, in the second half of 2019, we expect to cultivate approximately 16,100 kgs and 1,650 kgs of dried cannabis from Zenabis Alphaville and Zenabis Langley Site A Part 1, respectively. Given our increased cultivation forecast profile, we expect to achieve meaningful quarter-over-quarter revenue growth through the remainder of the year. Love it. So they just did 2,000. They're on track to do another 18,000 kgs. So let's times that by 9. If they generated 7 million in revenue, that means that they're going to report just in cannabis sales. Forget about their sales in propagation, which was 18 million. It was far larger than their cannabis sales. Remember that. If they grow their 7 million by 9 times in the next 2 quarters, that means that's an additional 63 million. So let's just cut that in half. That means that they're going to show 30 million in revenue in the next 2 quarters. So maybe it's going to be 20 million next quarter, and then the quarter after that it's going to be 40 million. Maybe it's going to be 15 million, and then the quarter after that it'll be 45 million. I don't know how it's going to grow, but that shows to me huge revenue growth and an opportunity for us to get into a company that has enormous potential, and why I own 25,000 shares of Zenabis. I mean, I can continue to read this, but you know, I don't know. Do you guys think I should continue to read this? Uh, Linsar says you're a great rapper, man. It's actually not me rapping. That's Ill Kid. I have to give a shout out to Ill Kid. Mad shout out, mad respect to Ill Kid, is my boy, and he's the one that does all the songs. We just talk about the ideas, and then he does the rapping. Michael York says huge buying opportunity. I'm just a small player with what the cash to acquire, like you do, Rich. Buy more. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep buying more. That's all I've been doing since I've been here for 2.5 years. Eduardo says Zena is also working hard on cutting production costs. That's important due to growing competition. I agree, Eduardo. Great point. Ivan Diesel says, thank you, Rich, to help us today when the market is wild. Thanks again. Yeah, you know what? It hurts for me too. So I just want to show you guys that when the market's bad and I'm losing money, that I'm going to pull up. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to disappear on bad days and then beat my chest and talk about how great I am on good days. Can't get too high and too low in the markets. Gary is saying, what's up, Rich? Why is Seniva crashing hard? Seniva came out and said that they're not going to reach their financial forecasts and that their facility that they've been building in California is not on time and is going to have to be delayed until early 2020. Thank you guys for the 37 likes. I would love it if you guys could smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notification. Every time we go live, you will get notification. What do I think about Neptune? I love Neptune. You can't see the hat. What does it say? Dylan Fraser saying, hey, holding strong VFF. Yeah, Village Farms is a beast. All right, guys, I'm going to run. Have a great day. 5 minutes left in the market. Stay strong. Don't panic sell. Buy low, sell high. I know. It's my ringer. It's very calm. On red days, it's important to have calm. But yeah, you know, there's no need to panic, guys. It's just another day. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. The market was up 3% yesterday. Today's down 3%. Yeah, I'm down on Seniva. I got options. I can buy more. I can wait. Most likely it's gonna go back up. And if it goes down, then you know, I take a hit. I mean, that's the market. That's the risk that we take every time we invest in the market. I still believe in Seniva. They're not saying that they're not going to build the grass facility, the grass and glass facility. They just are delaying it. So I'm okay with delays as long as we eventually get to the end result, which is a revenue generating cannabis producing, CBD producing giant. And that's what Seniva has the potential to become. And I believe they still will. They still have a tight float of 38 million shares. So the float is very tight. So I believe with a little bit of buying, a couple of partners, this baby goes back to $5 like it was in May, and we all make out like bandits. I truly believe that. Yeah, go to the beach. Don't panic. You got to be calm when you're trading, man. You got to be calm when you're trading. If you make bad decisions, it's not going to work out well for you. You know what I mean? You don't want to make bad decisions. Yeah, it could be another red day tomorrow. Anything is possible. But You have to be prepared for anything in the markets. That's why when you're green, you got to take the money and run. Yesterday was a great day if you were in the green to take the money and the run. In the red is not the time to sell. In the green is when you sell. In the red is either time to hold or time to buy more. If you trust your research and you're investing in the best, there's no reason to panic when stocks go down. That is strictly a buying opportunity. Okay? Even Kramer, who is on the inside, has said just recently that the cannabis stocks are going to have a resurrection. So just know that this is probably one of the last red days. There's only a couple weeks left in August until September. And we do have edibles and we have legalization of cannabis happening in the US. And we've got a growing sector that will only get bigger. These companies' revenues are only going to get bigger and they're going to grow and continue to grow. Some of them are reporting losses because they were always reporting losses until recent. So some people didn't get the memo. But moving forward, I think you're going to see more and more companies start reporting profit because now they know that's what they have to do. And this is a good thing for the sector. It's a changing of the guard and it's going to protect investors. And we're going to be able to know very clearly what are the real good companies to invest in and what are the ones that are a little bit more scary, a little bit more risky. And we've definitely learned that now with Seniva and recently with CanTrust and other companies that we've seen go up and then go down based on bad news, scandals, and different things that have happened in the sector. So these types of things happen when you have a sector that's been illegal forever and it becomes legal. There's going to be a transition period that is going to be bumpy, but eventually it's going to be very smooth. And that's why we're getting in now. All right, guys, this is your boy, and I'm out. Peace.